Alright, so I'm kind of stuck in slow-moving traffic right now. Figured it'd be a decent time to record a video. Here, have a look at my sunroof. Anyway, so a couple years ago, I get a dispatch out to unlock this house. And it's a south-facing house, and it's the middle of the day, which means I'm going to be working in the direct sunlight. And I'm just hoping it's not a big white garage door, because when the sun's beating on you from the back and you have all that reflecting on you on the front, it's very, very, very hot, and it's very, very, very bright. So it's not exactly safe to stand there for very long without taking breaks and drinking a lot of water or, cold stuff, right? So I pull up to this house. We're unlocking it. There's a brand new Corvette in there, sitting nice, shiny. It's still got the little sticker up in the window for how much it costs or whatever. Good for you, And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, at least he's probably not going to complain. So I get out, shake the man's hand. He tells me, yeah, we're unlocking the front door. I already tried to get in. Most people that call, they've already tried a couple things to get in, and they're calling because paying us to unlock them is cheaper than the damage they would cause to break into their house, right? So I say that's fine, and I consider billing him up front, but I figure it's probably going to be all right. If he can afford a Corvette, he's probably not the type to just slam the door in my face and tell me to go away. So on this property, the garage is really far forward, and then there's a long 20 or 30 foot walkway, maybe a little further, that leads to the front door on the right hand side. So I turn the corner, and there's 10 different tool bags of random tools all strewn out. There's hacksaws, there's angle grinders, there's screwdrivers, there's pipe wrenches, crowbars, everything you could imagine is there. And apparently he used it, because as I'm walking up to the front door, I see that the lock is it's exploded open, right? Like somebody shoved a large firecracker in there and lit it, and it just boom, yeah. So I'm kind of laughing to myself on the inside, because first of all, you've got every tool imaginable aside from the tools that I'm bringing to this equation to solve it, and you still couldn't get in. But hey, you know what? If you're going to make me drag my ass across the city and do all that, then you're going to pay me, especially in 105-degree heat and 200% humidity. Yup, you're going to pay me. Anyway, so there we go. Sorry, I'm driving right now. Anyway, so there's no lock left. And like I said, I should have built them up front because we would have avoided what happened later. But I push on the door just to check to see if it's loose enough for me to use certain other techniques. And, it's just a habit of mine. And as I push on it, it bows a good 4 to 5 inches. It's clearly not an exterior door. It's an interior door, like a closet door that somebody took off and moved to the front, which I'm already not liking, because to me that means he's cheap. So that kind of counteracts the fact that he has a Corvette sitting on his driveway. He can afford it because he's cheap. Little did I know what he was saving his money on. So he's standing behind me, at the corner of the garage door, a good 20, 30 feet behind me. And I grab this certain part of what's left of the lock, and I spin it 90 degrees, which unlocks it. I twist the knob, and I just kind of poke the door open. Well, because it's an interior door, it's much lighter than a real exterior door, so it swings much faster, because it's lighter, and with much less effort. Sorry, some of these people, it's their first time driving, and they don't understand that I have right-of-way, even though you're merging. Yup. It's okay, it's your first day, I get it. Anyway, so the door swings open, and some of you might be too young for this, but in Indiana Jones, when they go to the temple in Egypt or whatever, and they open it up, and there's all these damn snakes all over the floor, and you can barely see the floor because there's so many snakes. That's what it was But it wasn't snakes, it was cats. And everywhere that you could see the floor, even partially, because there wasn't a cat, there was cat pee and cat crap everywhere. Like, I kid you not, dozens and dozens of cats. And I could only see like part of the living room, a long hallway, and like a side room, like a coffee room or something. I don't know. But so I was in the military, and I have been around decomposing bodies. I've been around, you know, some really foul smelling stuff. The barracks, you know, barracks never smells good if it's all male, for sure. And when I tell you, I involuntarily, instantly threw up, like there was no holding it back. So because I'm facing the door, I did the only thing that I figured was reasonable. I tried to spin, and like I was trying to throw up into the yard. But what I didn't know is that the gentleman had walked behind me and was trying to move past me as soon as the door opened. So when I turned and just, it went everywhere. All over him, his hair, his glasses, down his face, down his shirt. He had a breast pocket shirt. It filled up his pocket with vomit. It was everywhere. And like, I didn't even stop. I threw up on him like twice. 2 separate barrages. You know? So now my mind is racing, because how do you prepare for this? Like, this is not reasonable. And the knee-jerk reaction is to say I'm sorry, but then I thought to myself, I'm like, nah, screw that. Why should I be sorry? This guy knew his house was disgusting. He gave me no warning. So, you know, I'm sitting there thinking about what to say, and I swear to God, I looked that man dead in the eye, and I said, the only thing I could think of that I felt was appropriate, is that going to be cash or credit?